Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Inner Circle podcast. We are coming to you live from Satan's vagina itself.
Oh,
That's how it feels like.
it's hot.
Woo! It's been hot in New York City over here. It's been hot. It's been hot. How are you dealing with this heat wave that we've been feeling since Sunday? I want to say it's Saturday, Sunday.
You know what is nastier than the heat in New York is the smell. If you walk down the street, it literally smells like hot garbage. It smells like Satan's asshole. It's fucking nasty. I don't know if it was because today's Wednesday. It was garbage day. But still,
Yeah, yeah.
it smelled disgusting. I was walking down the block to like my office and I was just disgusted. It was like, I want to almost wear a mask again. It's really bad. But
Oh no! Don't be like Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner's daughter demanding in Congress or wherever she was.
I was just watching that. I was just watching a video on TikTok.
Lord.
Good for her. She's like trying to make a change in her young age, whereas you have people her age or even older trying to like get ready with me while I talk about my date or whatever the fuck they're doing. But how are you, sweetie?
I'm very good. I'm very good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I had to pause and think about it because it's been an up and down with me.
Yeah.
I even told my therapist about this. The other day I had a therapy session, and I told my therapist, I'm like, I feel very up and down. I feel like not that I'm diagnosed and say I'm bipolar because I'm not. But I'm like, I feel like I feel very good and optimistic, and for the most part, like even in that therapy session, it was me, and my therapist even said that he's proud of me. It was me saying like how at peace I feel and how confident I feel again. Just in general with things, goals I met.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
I'm laughing because I know too much background, but I laugh because it's completely different from last week's episode, which was very,
dramatic, yeah.
not traumatic, but like, there was a lot of like, we talked about like sadness and stuff, but yeah, I feel you with the emotional roller coaster. I don't think as much of me being emotional per se. It's more so I've been energy wise, my energy has been a roller coaster. And I don't understand why, because I've actually like worked on, have been trying to work on my sleeping habits and like going to sleep at a decent time. Like last night, I went to sleep at 9 p.m. I woke up this morning at 7 and I still felt exhausted. And I don't know what the hell it is. I don't know if my cortisone levels are high or what, but I had a massage yesterday and my masseuse, shout out to her, shout out to Jane. She was just like, yeah, you're a little bit tight, and I'm gonna use the Theragun on you. She used the gun, which I'm not used to like using the for to do the massage, but like I felt like a brand new woman. But today I'm feeling it. The day after a massage, that shit hurts.
Mhm.
But yeah,
No, I need a massage. I'm due for a massage, and that's so crazy you bring it up a massage because I was at the gym like last week, and I'm like, yo, I'm due for a massage. Like, I want a massage.
does your gym have like those massage chairs or anything
No, I
like
don't
that?
Planet Fitness no more. I've stopped on the Planet Fitness for years.
Bloop. Well, I know you go to Blink, right?
Yeah, I go to Blink Fitness.
Blink doesn't offer anything like that, like any amenity where you like relax.
Nah.
Oh well, then don't hate on Planet Fitness.
But how was your in other ways it's very it's much better. I feel even if anyways, I don't gonna go there, but but how was your 4th of July? Because last week we had a 4th of July, basically the day before 4th of July.
Yeah.
Was our episode. But how was your actual 4th of July? In your weekend, we had a long weekend.
My 4th of July was pretty good. I went to my friend's house who lives in Long Island City, and she lives in a high rise. No disrespect to Queens, but I just find Queens to be a borough that's very confusing to me. It reminds me of Miami with the types of like avenues and streets and all that shit. And Long Island City to me is even weirder because you have a bunch of random abandoned warehouses, and in between them are these brand new condominiums and high rises. So you see, it's like, I don't want to, middle class. You have bougie high rises, and then you have some hood ass warehouse that you could fucking slaughter people in. So I don't know. I wouldn't move there, that's for sure. But ultimately she lives in a beautiful apartment. I had a great time, met a lot of nice people. Our friends were cool, but yeah, I thought it was weird that every this year of all years they decided to move the fireworks from the East River to the Hudson River, because the one time that I'm in near the East River is when they're not having the spectacle. But it's fine. My neighborhood had fireworks all week long.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that. That 4th of July was pretty cool. I went to see my grandmother,
Oh,
which I think that's part of like also they call me like being in a whole different mood this week.
yeah.
I went to see my grandmother, and it was nice to spend some time with her on 4th of July. And I'm just gonna make it more of a habit because I am blessed that I live in New York. She lives in New York, so I'm gonna make it more of a habit. I have goals of how much I want to go and see her. So even if it's for a little bit, just seeing her and being with her and her seeing me,
Yeah.
because she says it all the time. Even like, "Oh, sweetheart, I love seeing you. Blah, blah, I love things and things like that." So I'm definitely gonna make it more of a habit to hang out with her. Um, it
Mm.
also it also like for me again, it's one of those things that replenishes me, nourishes me, you know, my mood and stuff. I didn't want to tell her actually, and I'll share this here too. I didn't want to tell her about Gizmo, but I'm somewhat like with my grandmother's like it spills out. You know what I mean? Like it spills out even when I don't want to tell her certain things. So, but I told her, and I think she luckily she's been optimistic. I think she was being strong for me, and she didn't like. She's like, oh, well, maybe blah, 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 like and I'm like, okay, I'm like, all right. So I don't know if that was her being strong for me or whatever, but you know,
Oh,
like, I'll be praying for him. And she knows his appointment's coming up this week. So,
yeah.
but yeah, it was great spending time with her. 4th of July. Then I went up to, a lot of people think that on 4th of July everything's closed. No, if anything, these stores are open, having these sales. I remember when we worked retail. Like I remember retail. It's been over a decade since I've been in retail. Lord,
Thank
thank you.
God.
But listen, I remember fucking retail, and yes, you're open on 4th of July. That's where they have these little stupid sales or whatever to try to get the people to go to the mall on their day off. So I went shopping. I was one of those people now on the 4th of July that I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna treat myself. So I went shopping, bought myself. I told you, I got foams, I got slides
Yeah.
for. Could we can we talk about it while we get him ready? Oh no, not yet.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna talk to you after this. Like, I'm already ahead of you guys. I'm ready to book. I've
Well,
been booked.
listen, we are going. Y'all heard it here first on the Inner Circle podcast. We are going back to Puerto Rico, Puerto Rico.
We're going back to Puerto Rico. If you guys remember, literally last year, around the same time in August, we went on a bestie trip to Puerto Rico. And it was actually my first time, funny enough, going to Puerto Rico. Long time, what is it? Long time lover, first time goer.
Yeah,
I had a great time, I had a blast, and it just so happens that in the midst of us planning to go as a family vacation, so to speak, I also have a work trip in Puerto Rico. So works together. What a coinky dink.
Right? It's all aligning, and that's why I'm looking forward to this trip. I'm very very excited for this trip.
Business
Um,
and pleasure.
yeah, I'm very excited for the trip. Although I'm already like processing what trip I want to take at the end of August.
Yeah.
Beginning August, end of August. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. I'm doing it. Especially this month is so hectic for us. So it's like I even wanted to do a little weekend getaway this weekend, but with Gizmo's thing, with what's going on with Gizmo, so that kind of like put a halt to the weekend. But I look at everything for a reason. So I look at, I'm very introspective. So
Yeah.
I'll stick around this weekend, although I have another a few days off. But let's talk about also something that happened on 4th of July though. Kendrick
Mm,
Lamar,
yes, sir.
not like us video. Um, and again, very
A masterpiece.
yeah. I mean, did you see it? Take it
Of
away. I
course, I
know.
saw it. I literally was watching it on repeat every single time I watched it. I got a takeaway from the video. First of all, and a lot of people know I love hip hop, but I love West Coast hip hop. Like that's West Coast hip hop has been obviously the East Coast West Coast shit, but I've always grew up listening to a lot of West Coast rappers, and they have different types of genres. Kendrick made a masterpiece. Not only did he throw subs, but he also like united. Like that video shows that the black community in hip hop is still, especially in the West Coast, they're united. Um, a few takeaways. First of all, when he's beating on the owl, and then at the end, when he cages the owl back, is basically saying like Drake, you've lost, you're locked in. Another one was all like the collabs with all like Compton and California rappers in there. YG, even like a NBA player. I forgot his name. Just it starts with a D. But DJ Mustard, who created the beat, and just there's a lot of California like Compton imagery, and like you could see that he's about that life. Drake, I hate to say it, but as much as Drake always is hopping around in Atlanta, listen, I like Drake. Don't get me wrong. I've always liked his music even before like he became mainstream. I liked his mixtapes, but if you're gonna talk about something and talk and be try to be involved with like hip hop and black culture, you need to like actually be about it. You never really protested or gave your stance on anything that was black related. And whenever he feels like he wants to be in the culture, he goes to Atlanta, which Kendrick obviously mentioned. I don't know. I watched the video and I'm like, damn, the first time I watched it, I want to relive that feeling over and over again because I think that that video was amazing. That was
Listen,
lit.
there was so much. Um, and I'm having a brain fart with the word. I hate when I have brain farts, and I know what I want to say. But there's so much like hidden message
References?
in the video.
Yeah.
Reference thing when he's skipping, and it just so lines up with the
Like
part that a lot of people like.
the
Minor, and
yeah.
he's skipping hopscotch, which if everyone knows, hopscotch is a popular. We all were kids. A
Yeah.
popular kids game. Yo,
Or when
like
he does the 17 push-ups.
yeah, and that took me out. I was like, yo, and that was only the middle of the video. Like,
Yeah.
and also he had his wife in it. Um, and
Yeah,
his
his fiance, Whitney Alford. I
fiance.
thought it was great, but also like the outfit that she's wearing a wife beater, which Drake allegedly insinuated that Kendrick is a wife beater, but also she's like they're both crib walking in the room, basically stomping on his grave. And the NBA player I was talking about is DeMar DeRozan. He used to play for the Toronto Raptors, and then he left, but he's originally from Compton. So him being in the video is like diabolical because Drake and all them in Canada used to hype him up and see him as a god, but he was like, I'm going back to my roots and went back to Compton. And then if you notice when he says how many stocks I got, and he's like in the background is all these like containers, it's allegedly about the allegations that OVO and like his team has against with human trafficking. So
Oh,
yeah, girl, why do you think people get trafficked in those types of containers? But the fact that there were so many places, like, I love rappers or any musician really that like they represent their cities. When he had the display of the Los Angeles courthouse basically saying that Drake is going to catch a case, that I thought was hilarious. And then like having that little food, that chicken spot, wherever that was, Tams I think it's called,
yeah.
is a place that he frequent when he was, in Compton. I think that that's dope. I thought that that video is dope. That song
Another
is
thing too, it goes beyond that because Drake alleged that Whitney or Whitley,
Whitney.
Whitley,
Whit- Whitney, like Whitney
Whitney,
Rose.
because there's Whitley. Remember Whitley from different a different world.
Bitch.
Anyway, anyways, Whitney. Drake alleged that Whitney and Kendrick's longtime collaborator,
Hey, free.
whatever, hooked up. He
Mhm.
co-directed the video.
Yeah, he co-directed the video, and he made a he was in the video.
It was just throwing blows left and
Oh, and there was a part in the video where you see Kendrick like posted up with a bunch of other homies. Those are people from his label. Because I allegedly Drake made an accusation like your own label don't like you, they dropped you, and like he's basically like lined up with them. Yeah, it was a lot. I love all the like the people. What is the? I like the people that showed up for him. Like YG was there, Schoolboy Q, which is a good rapper from Compton. Steve Lacy, who's not even a rapper, he's a singer. I was just like gagging. That is if that's not a diss, sometimes these hip hop people are shady as fuck. Like more shady than Real Housewives. By the way, speaking of shady, did you hear that Eminem won the suit against Robin and from Potomac and Giselle, the Reasonably Shady podcast? So now they have to change their name.
oh shit.
Yes, bitch. I'm glad. I am fucking glad because her connotation, Giselle and Robin are not shady. They're fucking dumb. They should name it Reasonably Stupid.
Wow.
The court basically said, the judge basically said that Robin and Giselle didn't have enough like support or evidence to show that it would be completely different and it would be nothing in correlation to the shady brand.
I hope
Also,
they address that in their podcast when they talk about it, and I hope they address that in the upcoming season because they're still filming.
exactly. And also, it didn't help that Eminem's daughter, I forgot what's her name, Haley. Eminem's daughter has a podcast called Just a Little Shady, which suits her and makes sense. She's like the daughter of Slim Shady.
Yeah.
But when I read that, I was gagging and I was kind of like, haha.
Well, in other Real Housewives news, it's been 2 weeks or so since it happened, but we haven't talked about it here. Although we were gagged, and we also reposted and talked about it on our Inner Circle podcast page on Instagram. Which if y'all don't follow us there. We post news and all the latest stuff. But yeah, Kenya Moore fired / quit. I'm hearing different reports that she left, was suspended. So what are your thoughts? And then what are your thoughts first? Because then something kind of like made me happy that came out recently that I hope is true. But what are your thoughts first?
So to give some background, the reason as why she was suspended indefinitely is because allegedly she basically posted a picture of one of her new castmates doing in the midst of doing a sexual act. Whether it was a real real image or like picture of
Photo
a
show.
video, or if it was fake, it's still considered revenge porn. And I think word on the street is that the alleged girl, the new housewife, has had some like video or something come
Back in
out
her days, she
back
was
in her days when she was,
real
hanging out.
allegedly.
She was an escort.
I read that she was an
Okay.
escort or that had a video, something like that, but allegedly,
Right.
allegedly.
But I feel personally, I don't think that it's right. And it cheapens. There are things that housewives do that I think are funny. With Kenya Moore coming in marching Kenya Moore hair care into an event that she wasn't invited to, that's hilarious. That makes me laugh. But to publicly humiliate a cast member because whether or not you don't like them and put an image out there, that is fucked up. And I don't think that that is what I find entertaining. That is like
Yeah,
Love and Hip Hop vibes.
yeah. Listen, I don't know. It's crazy just because it's like they're in the middle of they kind of filming. At this point, they're in the middle, but now word on the street is that well, Cynthia Bailey was already going to be a friend. That was already announced that she was coming back as a friend, but they're having her film
Annoying,
more and more scenes. Um, whether
boring.
she's a friend or becomes full time, who knows? But um, then, which is crazy because she's almost finishing filming Married to Medicine. But word on the street is that Phaedra Parks is in negotiations to come back. And I'm sorry, I will watch any show that Phaedra's on. I never
Me
used to
too.
watch Married to Medicine, and I started watching Married to Medicine last season
I
just because.
still haven't watched.
You know what
Mm.
I mean? So I do kind of want to go back and watch Married to Medicine, the old ones, because now that I'm watching because Phaedra's on, but so I watched Traders, I watched the Ultimate Girl strip she was on. Like I will watch anything Phaedra. So if she comes back, this is definitely a saving grace for RHOA because I'm sorry, like losing, like I don't know, like I don't know which way it could go because yeah, Portia's back, but could Portia carry it all alone?
No.
Juicador is whatever. She's like,
Why
with
is
Pat
she still there?
so it's like we'll see what happens. I'm still looking forward to it. I'm still going to tune in because I love my girl Portia too. But I really, really do hope that it's true about Phaedra. And the reason why this may be true is because Bravo and even Andy himself love the reaction that they got together when they were both appeared on the Watch What Happens Live 15-year anniversary special. So
Mhm.
and it was a good
Fucking
reception.
crap.
Their dynamic is like they
Yeah,
are one of the best dynamic duos. Like just
they are freaking frack, and it sucks the way that Porsche or Phaedra left with the whole situation of her not coming back to Real Housewives of Atlanta. It was unfortunate, but I feel like enough time has passed that we can move on from it. And also, Candy's not gonna be in the new season, so yeah, I think that she should come back. That would be awesome. I
yeah,
honestly started watching Real Housewives of Dubai because I saw in the beginning scenes that she was gonna be
that she was gonna
there.
be there too. Same. We both did.
Yeah,
How are you liking Real Housewives of Dubai? I haven't asked you on the show, and I don't think I've asked
I,
you. Period.
I honestly love the fact that they are embracing and like talking a lot about Arabic culture and like the difference between the expats and like the people living in the UAE. It's interesting. It's somewhere I would love to visit. However, I feel that they're like a more ethnic version of Beverly Hills where their fights are like bullshit fights. And it's like he said, she said bullshit. And they wear like designer and they have luxury stuff. Caroline
But it's
Stanberry is
not dark
annoying.
though. It's not dark. I know
It's
it's
not
true.
dark.
Sometimes I'm like, you know what? Especially the Beverly Hills girls. Like I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
they're like fight over stupid shit, but it's still dramatic. They're still dramatic because it's like, yo, y'all dramatic over this, but it's still enjoy. It's not dark. I'm enjoying Dubai.
It's
I'm enjoying Dubai.
yeah, and they're kind of funny with Chanel Ayan and Lisa are
Yeah.
funny. But I think that like me personally, I cannot stand to watch any scenes with Caroline Stanberry and her husband. The way she talks down to him is so ridiculous. And like this guy, he's so like He's like, I'm the man of the house. No,
I
you're a
believe they're
pussy
both
boy.
Taurus. They're both
You're
Taurus.
Taurus.
They're both Taurus. She's definitely a Taurus. I believe when I like searched them or whatever, because I like to know people's age, just because it's like there's a lot of reasons why I search. Like we both do. But
Yeah.
when I searched them, he's a Taurus. But sometimes when you do these searches with people who are new to the public eye, there's a certain birthday they give you, and then they update it because it happened with Monica Garcia. At first, it said she was a Gemini, but she's a Taurus. Um,
Yeah,
but
no wonder.
back to Caroline Stern. Actually, speaking of Caroline Sternberry, I told you. Did I tell you or did I talk about it on the show? I started watching Ladies of London. I'm still on season 1, but I
I
watched it
saw. I've been saw
in
it.
my
Wow,
every
he's
tweet.
29. He's not a Taurus. He's a
Not
Libra. His birthday is September 28th.
you see, I gave me another book, so they updated it. So that's definitely it.
His younger.
Did you search? Is there more than 2 sources or more than one source that says this?
I'm looking at his actual page. Yeah, he's September 28th. It's on Google.
He's a Libra.
He's a Libra. Que pendejo. I personally don't like seeing. I don't know if it's like a thing. I don't know. I don't care. Call it like a thing of race or what. But I don't like seeing a white woman cursing out or being belittling a Latin man. I think that that's so disrespectful. But also, like, he's your husband. You treat him like he's like
He's
your
Spaniard, and
sister.
those Spaniard people be thinking they're white themselves. Some of them.
That is true. But also, like,
Uh,
I don't know. Someone said that he gives like beard vibes.
I'm a Spaniard too, though. I could say that because I am. I really am. It's like I did my
You're of
ancestry.
Spanish descent. You're not Spaniard. A Spaniard is a person born in
Oh,
Spain.
okay. No, yeah, I wasn't born in Spain, but I have a big chunk of percentage of Spain.
We all do. We're Hispanic.
I need no. Well, true. No,
All
but
right,
still, some more than
we could talk
others.
about geology
We need
later.
to do our answer. Y'all need to do our answer. It's on sale for $50. I
Is
want
it?
so many people to do this, but
Bitch, I
anyways.
want that for my birthday.
So yeah, moving on. More Real Housewives little talk. Did you see Teresa Giudice and basically she posted on a few days ago where
Photoshop.
she lost a Pippin from Real Housewives of Miami a happy birthday.
Yeah.
It was a. I was like, well, I seen it myself, and I'm like, this looks fake. But I didn't really give it that much thought. I just kept scrolling. But my initial thought was like, this looks fake. Oh,
Yeah.
it's like, and I'm like, oh yeah, Larsa's a.
That's why do that. They always post like Photoshop pictures and like
Yo,
FaceTime.
bitches
I
are
was.
losing.
I
Love them.
knew. I knew. I like your bottle, by the way. Very. I think you showed it to me last week, but
Yeah.
I'm literally looking at it now. I want something like that. Thank you. Um, I am so accustomed to housewives posting like Facetune pictures and like Photoshop, but I knew that that picture was not real because I've seen that picture before. Like Larsa has posted, and the original picture, she's somewhere with a friend standing next to her. So I guess Teresa cropped her friend out and put a picture of
Well,
herself next to
no.
Larsa.
So I know the background story because Teresa said it.
Yeah.
So that's an actual picture of Teresa and Larsa. Teresa said that she kept scrolling to her podcast, that she kept scrolling for pictures. She was like, oh my God, it's Larsa's birthday. I have to post something. And that she found a picture. She hit her assistant up, who happened to be in Mexico on vacation. She's like, oh my God, could you Photoshop and put a different background? The sister was like, of course, yeah. And that I guess the sister was at the beach, took a picture of the beach. Originally took a picture of something else, but Teresa didn't like it. There was another option, but that she also did a Photoshop with the beach, and that Teresa posted that.
Well,
Epic
but why not
yeah.
use the original one?
Oh, because she didn't like it. She said she didn't like the background. It was like blurry.
That's how I feel when we take the beach pictures in that nasty ass beach here that we go to, Reese Beach, with the freaking what is it? Asylum, broken windows in the building. That
Oh,
old
that's been
abandoned.
gone. That's been gone. You haven't been there in years. That's why.
That
That's
it's been gone. What is it now?
It's just nothing.
Really, they broke it.
Yeah, it's changed. And then that whole side, that whole I went recently this year. That whole other side where it used to be, they've now closed it down. So now all the gays have moved. Now it's like really merged with the straights. because it's kind of like the gays have pushed over down from the left to the right. Just picture it, because you've been there. Yeah.
I remember there was a specific group of people that would always pick the same spot and have their little setup.
And you know what I'm talking about. And they still go. They still go. These
days are so predictable.
It's community. No, but I mean, to them, I guess they love the beach. It's community. Their little community, I guess. We got food last time. They gave us food.
Oh yeah, not me. I don't remember that, but
like no. The most recent time I went, it was like food, like a plate. Like you would have thought it was Thanksgiving, bitch. Like pernil, espagueti, arroz,
not espagueti.
Like, a little bit of everything. I was like, damn,
wow.
And then I'm like, you're at the beach. You don't really want to eat that much. You know what I mean?
I love eating at the beach. I feel like
but
you know when you
hello.
Speaking of, I can't wait to go to the beach and just eat like a lot and eat good food, cuchifrito, whatever the fuck, in San Juan.
Oh, I can't wait! I can't wait for Puerto Rico. I can't wait to eat. Oh my god, I can't wait to eat down there. But yeah, back to Teresa. Listen, epic Photoshop fail, but it went viral, and where a lot of people started creating things.
Even Bravo was like posting it everywhere.
It went viral. And with that being said, that's why, like, I don't know, with this whole Real Housewives of New Jersey shakeup, I feel like unless Bravo's trying to throw her off for a good one, I don't feel Teresa's going anywhere. She was at the Watch What Happens Live 15th anniversary, 15-year anniversary special. Melissa, since you're so important, why weren't you there? Like, you know, she was there. Teresa was there. Now Bravo, like, basically also taking part in this viral thing that happened with that epic Photoshop fail. I don't know. Something like Teresa's not going nowhere.
I hope she doesn't go anywhere, and I feel like there is no reason for her to leave. I know that the situation is not the best right now, and it seems annoying. And the fact that we're not getting a reunion.
That show has gotten toxic. This is why Dubai and Beverly Dubai is a breath of fresh air. But sorry, go on, because it's dark.
No, I think that, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what happens after this season. But did you hear, speaking of Jersey, did you hear the hot mic moment that Dolores had recently? She basically, like, the interviewer asked her, how are you? How's Paulie? How's things with Paulie? And she said, they're okay. And then she goes, are you okay? Like, why are you not answering? Like, you don't seem excited. She's like, I don't get excited over men. Like, ask me about my kids and my dogs and I'll be jumping for joy. But when it comes to men, it's not that serious. I don't get excited. And she was like, you know, she said something about, like, he's just there, you know, take it day by day. And then she goes, oh, wait, are we recording? And then the girl says, yes, we're recording. She goes, okay, cancel that. Take that out. Cut that out of the clip. So the girl says, okay, so let's start again. How's everything with Paulie? And then Dolores goes, everything's great. Like, her demeanor changes. But, bitch, the first take was not happy-go-lucky. It was more like, he's fine, like that.
Listen, I have to say, though, I love Dolores. I've always loved Dolores since she started. I do feel she's a little Switzerland. I do feel she's a Capricorn as well. And I love Capricorns. My grandmother's a Capricorn. Listen, I have a love-hate relationship with Capricorns because I've been in a relationship with Capricorns. But anyways, I've seen the side of Capricorns, but they're not bad people. So I'm not going to say they're bad people. But with that being said, I know how Capricorns can maneuver and move. And I just feel like I love you, Dolores. I guess it's my love and hate relationship, but I could believe some of the fakeness and how she may also talk about Teresa and stuff. But I don't know. I
feel like Capricorns are very guarded and in their feelings, but they also have, like, they're judgmental, or they have like a hidden, I don't want to say a hidden agenda, but they have hidden feelings that they don't express, but sometimes they'll come out.
But back to the whole Paulie thing, why she said that, I still stand by her, defend her. Actually, I'm not knocking her for it. It's just
Yeah.
the whole fakeness of it, like turning it on for the camera, because it makes me feel like, okay, so you could be fake you could fake the fake for some things.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I still defend her on what she said. The reason why is because look at him; he's still married. If I was with a dude or someone who like I'm waiting for something to happen and
Mm.
time's just going by, going by, and you're promising me like, I'm waiting for this and then I would do this it's like I will start thinking like they're there too. Like, what's the promise I have?
Honestly, I don't
You
think
know,
that she should go into business with him. Why would you go into business with someone like learn from Teresa's mistake? Why would you go into business with someone that you're not even engaged or married to, that he's still married to someone else? That's a big ass commitment. Being in business with someone is a bigger commitment than being married to them.
but let me add something else. Since Dolores came on, yes, she came with a package of her kids, good looking kids, great kids, daughter, son, and with Frank Catania. Although
Yeah.
they're exes, but she came with that package and people like the dynamic and everything. But let's be real also, how long could that Dolores go on the Real Housewives of New Jersey with just that the ex-husband and the kids, they're growing up. She needed to bring boyfriends. So then there was David or whatever, the doctor who was never around. That ended. Hello, she needs someone else. So Paulie is someone, I think, that yeah, he's not divorced or whatever, but it's something that is dragging or just may be of convenient for her for the show. I will never forget. I was asked. I've said this before on this podcast. I was asked, and the person who asked me happens to be a Capricorn, to go on a certain reality show that was a popular reality show and fake a relationship and like thing. And I'm like, no, I don't want to. I don't want to go on something and be fake and
So
be in a real thing. And it's the same thing when I was almost casted for that show, Dating Naked. For VH1 back then. They wanted me to go, and I'm like, oh, like a straight man, bisexual, whatever. But I'm like, no, I'm gay. I'm gay.
So let me play devil's advocate, because I don't think it's fair that Dolores gets to like slide on by with having these fake boyfriends, or these boyfriends that are not really giving her 100%. When Kenya Moore had run to boyfriends and stuff, and like guys that she was talking to, everyone was on her case about that's not your real boyfriend, or you're seeing him for 5 minutes. He's not really about you. Oh, he's not really serious about you. Why is it okay for Dolores to have her boyfriends that are like there for one season, then they bounce? Meanwhile, Kenya Moore got so much pushback. And I feel like Paulie is honestly with her because of the cameras. He is best friends with Louis, so that tells you something. But I don't know. I just feel like he's trying to be like in the mix. I don't consider him to
They're
be
friends,
organic.
but they're best friends. They know each other because of the girls.
Yeah, but they're like close now. But I just find that shit to be weird. I don't understand why did they last season they circled it around this huge trip to Ireland to go meet his family. Like they're trying to make him happen. I don't know. I personally don't think that he's like the one for her. But good luck. God bless. Who am I to talk about relationships?
But that being said, oh, did you know? Oh, got tatted this weekend as well. That was part of my, why
I've seen.
I've been itching for a tattoo for months. There's just something for people who have tattoos, you itch for them. You have an itch. And then I'm seeing people who I know getting tatted. Other Pisces recently, the last 2 months, and I'm like, you see, it's like something in the like we all like are having that feeling, and people are getting tatted. So finally, I got tatted. This weekend was about me. This weekend was a weekend. This weekend from 4th of July, I think it was about me, Charlie, and taking myself shopping, taking myself to eat. And I got tatted. I got my angel numbers, and I got something that you guys all know, especially if you guys are long-time listeners and follow us on Instagram or me. 1111, which are angel numbers, which is also my spiritual boxes that I have that I launched last year on 1111. And which, by the way, if you're interested, DM for information and stuff. $20 a box. But yeah, so I got that tatted on my leg, my moose leg.
On your upper thigh.
Yeah. Well, kind of like my thigh, like yeah, on my thigh, but it's like above the like maybe
Right
eight
above the knee.
inches above my knee. Yeah.
So did you choose the design or did you let your tattoo artist design it?
Well, I chose it. I searched like the type of 1111 I want, and
I
I chose.
like it. I would have just put the two dots, like
I
to say
thought about
11.
that, but nah, I thought about that, and I actually asked. Well, you know the person. I actually asked. I was like, nah, yeah. I thought about it too, and it's like it confirmed what I thought. Like,
To each their own.
yeah, but nah. Um, I like it. I like it. I love it. It was kind of painful.
I have a question because since you have a lot of tattoos, I see that they're all like black ink. Would you, besides the Smurf, would you do
I
uh
have.
would you do a red tattoo, like a all
No,
red
there is.
tattoo, or like a white tattoo, white ink?
I have. Well, I have my grandmother's name tattooed on my wrist. It has that little design thing in a heart, and it's in red. Um,
No, that's not what I mean. I mean like a red, like an actual like with red ink, not just the coloring.
oh, like instead of black, red ink.
Yeah.
Oh, it depends on the design or what it is, but already wouldn't be red. No,
Oh.
maybe the
Okay.
inside or the coloring of the design red. If it has red, yes, but like no.
I've seen some tattoos on people that have like a red, like it's red ink or like white ink, and it looks really nice.
It suits them to each their own. But I don't know. I don't envision it on me.
I wouldn't. I'm not. I
Unless I
don't.
got, like,
Guys,
let's
you
say,
guys know I don't have no tattoos.
unless I got
Um,
like knuckles tattooed, obviously he's red. Yeah, I will get that. Or you know, I mean, I like it. I got it the way I did, but even the Bad Bunny Un Verano Sin Ti heart thing I got on my other leg 2 years ago. This is why I've been itching for a tattoo because the last tattoo I got was that. Um, some people was like, "Why didn't you color it in?" And it's like I wanted it like that because he also has it without being colored in. So
he didn't color his.
yeah, his is not colored.
Yeah, my cousin has the same tattoo. Hers is
Yeah,
not. Hers is not colored. I don't think.
yeah. So, but yeah, I got tatted. It was okay. It wasn't horribly painful, but it was. I was clenching on that
Did you
table.
not have anyone hold your hand?
No, I was clenching on the table.
Mm.
I gotta say, my tat.
Have we
This is
ever
one.
gone? Have I ever gone somewhere with you to get tatted? I don't think. I feel like I have, but like no. Yeah, that's not my scene.
I have to say, I think this is one of the cutest tattoo guys I've ever had.
You wait, you're lying. You didn't you get a you got the tattoo your the butterfly, wasn't it in Providence? I went with
Yeah, but
you.
you wasn't there. You didn't go with me.
Yes, I
I was.
did. I went with you. Bitch, how would I remember? I remember it was in that street.
You went with me.
Yes. Damn. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my best friend. Pretend amnesia, everyone. Yes, I went with
You
you.
went with me because I got it when I went for her anniversary in October. So you went with me in October. You wasn't there. I was by myself.
I specifically remember going, I don't know if it was that tattoo, but I specifically remember going with you to a tattoo shop in Providence.
It had to be for another tattoo, but
I don't know, but I remember I have good memory when it suits me.
but no. But you have you ever been to Soul Summit in New York?
No. What's that?
It's like a house. It's like house music, Afrobeat house music. It was very cool. I didn't know what to expect because last year, like I had a friend who went and talked about it and said it was like a lot of gays, and I'm like, but is it gay? He's like, oh, but it's straight people. So I'm like, wait, Soul Summit, but it's Soul Summit has been around for a years. I bumped into one of my coworkers as well, and she's older in age. So I'm like,
Come
yeah,
on. Ages inclusivity.
right? I'm like, but no, but it was great. It was such cool vibes. It was a lot of it was packed, but it was like it wasn't. I thought I was gonna have anxiety or whatever, like, but it was like, okay, this is cool. It was like chill vibes. Obviously, the weed smokers and drinking, but people was like just cool vibes, no drama, dancing, and there was some little kiosk people selling obviously crystals and spiritual stuff, and it was a cool vibe. And I hear they have it like a few times during the summer, and it's been going on for a few years. So the next one is August 4th, which is the week that starts our vacation. So I think I may go. But yeah, it was really cool. It was really cool. I really enjoyed it. I didn't know what to expect, but I enjoyed it. That was on Sunday. So next one is August 4th on a Sunday as well.
Nice.
But yeah, but I hear you have a game to take us out.
I do. So, since we are in the middle, are we in the middle of summer? Technically, yeah.
No,
We are.
no. We just
Yeah.
started something. We started 3 weeks ago. We'll be in the middle, maybe like next week or the week
Since
after.
we are feeling it, since we're feeling the heat,
We're feeling it.
I want to ask you some summer-related questions.
Let's do it.
What are the 3 zodiac signs that occur during the summer?
Cancer, Leo, and Virgo.
Correct. Which summer seafood is now a delicacy, but once was considered poor man's protein? We love it. I'll give you that hint. We both love it. And I ate it not like recently.
Seafood, fish,
What kind of seafood?
lobster.
Yes. Good job.
I
What
love
country what country did fireworks originate? I'll give you a clue. It wasn't the US.
England.
No. Where like Ank.
Where was it? China. Not China.
Yeah. What does SPF on sunscreen stand for?
Sun protection formula.
No. Factor.
Close. I had 2 out of 3 words.
Good job. Good job. What holiday marks the unofficial end of the summer in the United States?
Labor Day.
Good job. What vitamin do you get from sunshine?
Vitamin D, baby.
Yeah.
We love vitamin D, baby.
You won't know that. I was gonna say who holds the records for the most home runs ever. You won't know.
Babe Ruth.
Barry Bonds. Good job. In what city is the ice cream sandwich believed to be invented?
Oh, please. Delaware.
City, not state. New
Oh,
York City.
really? New York City invented the ice cream sandwich?
Yes. Between what dates can the summer solstice fall?
Either like not the 19th necessarily, but like the 20th or the 20, between 20 or 24, or 20 or 23.
20 and 22 of June.
I said it, 20 and 24 or 20 or 23. So golf clap. I said it. It's a range. It's not gonna be specific.
Okay, you get half a point. True or false? The month of June is named after a Greek goddess.
False.
Correct. It's named after the Roman goddess Juno. Last one. Which month is celebrated as National Blueberry Month in the US? It ain't that hard.
I seen this because it's in the national thing on the calendars for the summer for my thing. Oh my god! I think I want. Oh, it's either July or August. I'm gonna say. Fuck! I wish I had my syllabus. It's July.
Good job. Yes. All right, you are smarter than a 5th grader. Golf clap. Good job. That was a cute game, right?
I won. Yes, it was. But listen, next week we are going out of out of the country for our special guest. This is the second time we have someone from like out of the like doing the show with us out of the country.
Well,
The other
you've done it. You've done the show from different
well,
countries.
I've done
But
the show out of the
guest
country, but
wise,
guest
yeah,
wise, yeah. So we
yeah.
have a special guest next week, rapper coming from all the way from Africa, joining us next week. So definitely stay tuned for that. Follow us on Instagram for all the latest information. Stream us wherever you stream your favorite podcast and your favorite music, Spotify, Apple, iHeart. We thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week. Adios.
Thank you for watching. Make sure to follow, like, share, subscribe, everything the Inner Circle podcast, and catch us every Wednesday live at 8 p.m. on YouTube and Facebook.